Hey guys, welcome back. So this is part 3. So we're going to get back to looking at what James has got going on the 77 Ford, and let's just jump right back into it. So that old radiator there had a leak in it, so James ripped it out and replaced it with a nice aluminum one with dual electric fans. It's got that all wired in and working really well. And with that new radiator, he did have to get a new overflow there. You can see all nice new fresh fluid there. And after a couple days, realized that this kinked off instead of just holding it there, so he's going to reroute that a little different right now. All right, now we rerouted that so it's not kinking right there. Went ahead and took out the old brake booster and master cylinder. And he did replace those when he did the, right after he did the brake system. So the brakes on this old girl are all brand new. And he did a complete tune-up, plugs, wires, cap, rotor, changed out the thermostat. He did replace these hoses, top and bottom, and also the heater hoses. That little guy there, all in the same time. So James did rebuild this old Carter carburetor, but it's giving him some troubles. So we're going to go ahead and pull that carburetor off and put on the Edelbrock off the big block Chevy in the shop. Hopefully that'll work a little better for him. As you can see, they're pretty much the same carburetor.
Oh, that works.
All right.
Like a glove.
Now just get it all hooked back up. All right, carburetor's all hooked back up, ready for the air cleaner. Okay, once we got the carburetor on there, got it running, we noticed this fuel filter is pretty disgusting. So he's going to go ahead and swap that real quick, and then we'll fire it up and give you a shot of that. All right, that fuel filter is much better. And there you go. She is running. Gonna have to change that fuel filter a couple more times, but there you go. So this is how far he's gotten. He's gotten all the rusty bed bolts removed and got the hose disconnected there from the tank. Kind of got it propped up a little bit so we can get it pulled all the way off. Got the wiring all disconnected. Get that bed out of the way, and then he'll be able to swap that tank out. So now that the bed's out of the way, he's going to go ahead and get this rear tank out of the way. He did purchase a new one so that he can get that out of there. He did realize when he pulled out his sending unit that the float wasn't soldered properly, so that's why it didn't have a fuel gauge. This whole tank's kind of rusted out, so that's why he went with a new one. So he put a little fuel in it. All we get is rust.
It's full.
Well, now he's got the inside of the frame around the gas tank all cleaned up. Get that painted and then get the gas tank back in. All right, now that's all sprayed in. That way it won't rust where the tank's sitting. The rest of it we can get to with the tank mounted, but we're just trying to get the tank back in there right now. So you can see we got that all nice and sprayed, just using some Rust-Oleum undercoating. Alright, now he's got the new tank in. Did have to take the straps off the bottom and go from underneath because of the way this frame rail is. You have to come back up from underneath. Still easier with the bed off though, to be able to help him. And you can see his frame's all cleaned up and coated. Did the bumper also. Alright, tank's all strapped in and hooked back up. Sending unit's in. Filler neck. Just shoved a bottle in there so that nothing gets in. Contaminates that new tank. So this is how we put the bed back on. Now we'll just back that back under there and line it up. All right, now the bed's on. Just got to line it up, get the bolts in it. All right, so now James is hooking his lights back up. Got to have the running lights, brake lights, tail lights, or else he's going to draw some attention to himself. Well, the bed's all back on, bolted down. It's looking good. So there you have it, part 3 all in the books. Be sure to give a thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next video. And we'll see you in part 4.